Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I think it was the first day or second day when I raised the issue that there is a need for justice reform in our country. This is what I was talking about. From the discussion, what you have heard now, you can see that it's more than broken justice system that we have. And the explanations that I keep on hearing apply to elites like yourself, myself, ministers, commissioners, people in government. But the ordinary citizens, most of the explanation doesn't help not even one person. And I will explain to you why. I have not heard from the presentations of the Minister of Justice talking about why do we have generals, politicians, go with vehicle full with soldier to go and arrest somebody whom they have a case in court with, especially land issue. If somebody have issue of land with somebody who is in government, a general or a minister or any, what you will see is that somebody will come with soldier, round everybody up, take them out of that place before the verdict is delivered in court. We're not hearing that. Our ordinary citizens, Your Excellency, are losing their property, losing their properties more than what they have lost during the conflict. Right now, as we speak, most cases in court, I do agree with Honorable Minister of Information, that in our country, we have judges that are the judge and they are the prosecutor. They're doing two things at once. They're the one that will deliver the verdict and they're the one who is prosecuting you. This is the justice system of the day today that our ordinary citizens are going through. And if we don't have the reform for that, Your Excellency, we will be coming here every single day. But Your Excellency, what I'm telling you is still happening as we speak. Okay. It might not reach to you or might not reach to the ministry, but that's what is happening. Let me give you one example to make it clear. 2 months ago, there was a case in court. And one of the person that was involved in that case, somebody from my state. The accused went and opened the case in court. And before the person was called to appear in court, the verdict was delivered. Simple like that, it was delivered. Where on earth can you get that? In what country can a verdict be delivered before the accused is brought to appear in court? But it happens here at the center. Not in the States, at the center, here. So if you can see these cases like that, this is how our ordinary citizens at customary courts. What's that? Customary courts? Not at the customary court. Okay. Just at our center, just in the center here. Judiciary courts. This is exactly what our ordinary citizens are feeling. That's what I meant, that in order for you to win a case now in court in South Sudan, if you're an ordinary citizen, you have to have a politician at the top, or you have a lot of money that you have to bribe so many people in between in order for you to win that case. So now we're talking about justice system that is pushing aside the ordinary citizens that have no connection, have not money, do not have a lot of money. And we're talking about what we're talking now, we're talking about a justice system that will apply to those at the top and not those at the level, at the lower level. This is what we are having here. Your Excellency, our citizens, most of them do not know our laws. Because this ministry needs to be funded to the fullness. Because this is a ministry where the life of our innocent people, the investors that we are calling to come to our country, for them to come here, it depends on whether our justice system works properly. And if it doesn't, none of them would come. None would come, Your Excellency. In the business area, if you go to the country, the two things you look at is the taxation laws and the law that if you lose your money, you can go to the court and get your money. You won't get this thing in South Sudan. And yet we are having the guts to call businesses from different countries to come and invest in South Sudan. And now we're talking about our Minister of Justice, who should have all this tool, we should have all this printing, we should make sure that our country is a nation of laws, which we always talk about and feel proud of. This is the minister that deserved that funding. It deserved that funding so greatly, Your Excellency. And I don't think it's being talked about in the Nation Council of Ministers, as well as long as we are talking about it here. This is the minister that should be giving all those funding so that when we come here, we're just talking about who have done wrong and who have done what, who have done what. In the states, there is a big issue, Your Excellency. The legal advisors that are sent to the states, their work is to advise the states on legal affairs. But sometimes you find some of them got involved even in criminal cases. Criminal cases. In any court of law, when you're the one that should advise on how the law should go, and now you're the one getting involved in a criminal case, you lose the trust. First, you lose the trust. And if that criminal case is supposed to be prosecuted, nobody's above the law. I'm sure we all agree to that. But now the legal advisors in the states feel as if like they're above the law in the states. Because when you ask them, what do they say? They say, we report to the Minister of Justice here. There are friends of theirs in the Minister of Justice. If you reported them, some of them would say that, no, we cannot persecute one of our own. I heard that from here myself. So, Your Excellency, if somebody is sent to advise the states on how the law should operate, and the individual is engaged in that, by the virtue that there will be somebody here at the national that will protect them, then that trust will be lost. My last point, Your Excellency, Juba is the capital city of South Sudan, and is still the capital city of Central Equatoria. This is in defense of my colleague. This is a city where all of you, the vice president, are here. National ministers are here. All the generals are here. You name it, all the higher branch of our government is here. Your Excellency, there is a big encroachment into the affair of Central Equatoria, where now, whenever something goes wrong, the governor is asked that the governor is failing. When the governor is trying to implement his duties, and then now his hand will be twisted backward. Twisted backward to the point where, if now we talk about Juba City, if a general could send soldier to go and deliver a verdict on a court issue, and then now we go to the governor, and governor has no any means of saying anything. And when he doesn't do it, his citizen will say he's failing. If he's trying to do it, he'll be in conflicting with those at the top. So, Your Excellency, you can see how will governor work. Okay? It applies to so many of us, but it's more in Central Equatoria than the rest of us because we're a little further away from the bubble of the government. This is what we're hearing now. Your Excellency, one of the biggest irony is that we call ourselves, we're the nation of laws, but those of us at the top, we're trying to have our own set of laws. Those of us from the top, where if it doesn't suit us, we say that there is a way to do it. If somebody at the lower level trying to do their own duty, to use the law, then when you heard that, okay, if he doesn't respect what I said, let's try and work on removing him. Then now the person will be running, okay, I'm being removed, I'm being this. Then now we branch away until we have to do exactly what that individual wants us to do. This is what we're dealing with. If we do not correct this, if the law does not stop does not start from those of us at the top, but we want it to start from the lower level, then we will not be a nation of laws. And this need to stop, Your Excellency. The law should start with those of us at the top. Thank you.
Kalam bitayana indu mushkila. Mushkila bitay kide. Bagar gam min bor mujumua bita bugar sena al-pak. Indu mushkila ma tirikaka, tala min tirikaka ja fi Mangala, tala min Mangala ruwa fi Torit, tala min Torit eji le kajikaji, wale ze kalama da wonu fi gisa mbari, kelero sawa. Jai na dakal fi Congo, tala min Congo, dakal ze gian fi bele bitay. Asa tulu bito mafi, nasi Mangala kan indu mushkila mao, le Central Equatoria. Ringi ina maderu sila, idazul. Ukongo maderu nas. Asa yao guide fi wilaya, fi Western Equatoria. Umbari, akulu dura bitana sena de kulu. Awulu umbari katalazul. Umbari zadu kabara jas haba katalazul. He amuluke. Yao gafulu jambu mkulu daira. Ringi ina maderu. De maderu, ini de maderu. Central Equatoria maderu, Eastern Equatoria maderu. Because ma sawa zegi sana wanasu, nazi de gafulu jambu, nazi de ze ana bagulu sunu mamaro. Shukran. De bagara bita dinay. Yao bak tulunas, bada mini fi bor, gata kide masak tulunas fi walaya bitaye. Bagara de siyadu mutini. Nasi makwe yao de sidu bagar de. Nasi kolo manyangi ya sidu bagar. Sila barafawi ni ma Arabia buwadi fi wilaya. Talaga barafawi ni buwadi fi wilaya. Kalam de bukunu kefu. Nina gawunu su salam.
Shukran.
Pero dinay kan forum de inta limu siyadu bagar de na god bagar de bitalaw kefu.
Shukran.
If a certain group want to take the cows somewhere, there is a way of negotiating that we need to come there. And then the local people will show you the way of moving the cows, machine when. But then when they just come randomly and the PKMs and grenades and all these things, then how do you expect the coexistence to be from somewhere? But the issue of following the orders. Ma ayi haja benizam. Ma haja ba mulo sambala, asanana indi sila na vituru bunas, asanana liberate this country and abokida. It doesn't work. It created us a problem in Eastern Equatoria, and we try to minimize it by saying, let's do it slowly. But Eastern Equatoria is open for dialogue for Bagarat eji benizam. Ma sambal.
Thank you.
Shukran. Zema Deputy Governor beta Eastern Equatoria Kelemo. Bagara bada shakalu min Mangala aktulu nas unasi mutu minum. Bagara dakal fi wilaya beta yasa sana. Wala jana bagara mutu wala yaji asili mazol. Al-mushkila wen dura beta sidubet gawaja kamani ze bagara. Dura usawasawa mabagar. Biga nasi dakalo bi asila, bi arbigis, bi danad, bi kulu rashashad ila tiara ya mafi.
ولكن في بقر بيجي من رمبيك من يول من شويبات بيجي ليك.
لا
انت ما عمل كومبلين ليه؟
بقرة بتاعنا مع ناصرين دي اتفقنا.
اتفقوا كيف؟
رينج ما بلغ سلاح منه. انا ذات ما بعبشو، لكن بقرة دي نعمل كومبلين فوق دي عنده قريب فضل سنو فضل دبابة وانتينوف. طيب نينا ما بكومبلين كيف؟
فلازم نشيل السلاح ده برا.
نينا ما بكومبلين كيف؟ هسه هو جاني في ولاية بتاعي سنة. وما بشو وكمل الدورة بتاع ناس سنة دي كله وما داير غني في قش وداير دور في زراعة جابوا له زراعة وقفت الزراعة ولا قفت السقابة
كويس.
قال كان موت ناس على كان موت ناس على انتوا ماشيين وين؟ قال لنا قفت الجيش كان لنا لقوا جيش في دار زول بقر بتاعنا باكله كلام ده كيف؟ قال الجيش كان رمى في دار زول بقر بياكله بمعنى الزراعة ما بينترموا لا الجيش زاد في دار زول ما بينترموا ده مشكلة هسه بدأ أقتلوا ناس أقتلوا مواطنين بتاع ولاية بتاعي هيكونوا كيف؟ ما داير أي نزول ما إنه سلاح ما عنده مشكلة وما بيسمع حكومة ذاته بدور في سكة
طيب
أسا من عمادي أسا أكل أكل بتاع عمادي كله انت ماسي مندر إيستي مندر ويستي كلاس الزراعة بتاع ناس مندر إيستي دخل في مريدي وما ماسي كلاس بتاع مريدي وما ناسا في منبولا كلام ده بكون يعني ما قرب دي زراعة
اوكي
دي زراعة بتاع موتيني
أنا ببدأ بالليج ستيتس. نمبر بتاع بقر أكبر من نمبر بتاع population. From the northern part بتاع states. Rivers are drying up, grazing برضو bigger few overgrazing. So we are moving toward the south بتاع state and the central Equatoria وwestern Equatoria. So ما جيران بتاع central Equatoria ما western Equatoria I led them we are coming بكتل بتاعنا because المسألة is either you die or you survive. الحل شنو؟ في legs إنت ما بمر بسلاح سامبلا لو لسه إنت ماسك. So سلاح ده شيء complete. وإنت لما ماشي لجيران إنت بمشي بنظام. You approach them first. يوروك مالي تماشي فوق. ففيتا ساهور برضو Comrade Naib Lawal, would their national government to be alerted. You know, desertification will affect agriculture and livestock. So it's a pending issue that need to be addressed by the national government, the pastoralists, especially the Lake State, Jungle, and Warab. فاللي أخ بوتيو عشان يقولوا له إنت كده ده مال لسه ما مال ده شغل كبير Comrade Vice President وده مسؤولية بتاع national government إنت لو ما طلعت سلاح ده ناس ده ما هيقعد in peace وليه بفشل كلوكي eviction ما هو solution. Eviction is one method. Disarmament should be there. Security should be provided by the national government. شكرا جزيلا.